Okay, this is chapter 19. This is the other chapter that I'm gonna read out of Proverbs of Solomon, King James Version. Okay, it says, better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. Also that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good. And he that hath hastened with his feet sinning. The foolishness of a man perverteth his ways, and his heart fretteth against the Lord. Wealth makes many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. Many will entreat the favor of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. All the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? He pursueth them with words, yet they are wanting to him. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul. He that keepeth understanding shall find good. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. Delight is not seemly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. The king's wrath is as the roaring of a lion, but his favor is as dew upon the grass. A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the contentions of a wife are a continuous dropping. House and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die. He that hath pity upon the poor leadeth unto the Lord, and that which he hath given will he pay him again. Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment, for if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again. Hear counsel and receive instructions, that thou mayest be wise in thy later end. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. The desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not visit with evil. A slothful man hideth his head in his bosom, and will not bring as much it to his mouth again. Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware. And reprove one that hath understanding, and he will understand knowledge. He that wasteth his father, and chaseth away his mother, is a son that causeth shame, and bringeth reproach. Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causes to err from the words of wisdom of knowledge. An ungodly witness scorn judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devoureth iniquity. Judgment are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the backs of fools. Now I'm gonna go back over here and pretty much explain this, and it say, better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that perverse in his lips and is a fool. Okay. He's saying that being poor is not bad. Being poor means that you are appreciative and you understand things, and you don't run your mouth about little simple things in life because you appreciate it. It's not wanting what somebody else have, but it's appreciating it, whatever it is. And then it say also that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good. So, okay, your soul needs to be with knowledge, because if your soul is not right, then everything else is going to be off. And he that hastened with his feet sinneth. That means that if you fast to go do something without thinking about it, then there's going to be consequences, because you're going to have to go back and redo the same thing that you done before, only to do it right, when it could have been done right in the first place. The foolishness of a man perverteth his way. Perverteth his way. Okay, that means that he doing whatever he got to do to get his way. And his heart feareth against the Lord. That means he know what he doing is not right, but he's in the flesh, and that's what he want to do, so that's what he gonna get done. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. The wealth, you have all kind of people, but the poor, you want to dog them out and tell them to go away and all this other stuff, and mistreat them, when God simply say, beware of a stranger, because you might be entertaining an angel. You never know. A false prophet shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. That means if you speaking lies against somebody, or blaspheming something, then that means that you telling lies, and God will not tarry with you, because he gonna get you, because lying is one thing that he do not like. And it say many will entreat the favor of the prince. The prince ain't nothing but the devil. And every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. Now it simply tell you many will entreat. That means they will involve with whatever the devil is offering them, because it looked good at the time, and he just want to bait you in and do what he wants you to get you to do what he wants you to do, because he don't want you to see God's face, because he know with God you got greater things coming. But with him, he don't care. He ain't got nothing to offer you. He ain't got nothing to offer you. That's why I used to hear people say, oh, I'm better than that person, I can do more than that person for you. No, you can't. You can't do no more than this person already. What else can you do? Okay, and then it said, all the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? You're going to have people that's going to be around you, that's going to pretend to be your friend, but all the time they're going to be hating you. They ain't going to want to be around you, but they're around you because you got something that they want. You got something that they need. You got something going with that they envious of you for, because they got it, but they don't know how to go about getting it, because they don't know what you have to go through to get what you got. All they know, you got this, you got that, but people don't know what goes on behind closed doors. People don't know how what a person got to do to get this, do that, do this. People go through a lot to get stuff that they have, especially me. I'm talking about myself. And it say, he pursueth them with words, yet they are wanting to him. That means, just like I said, they just around him because he might be saying something that they like. They might want something, or they might want to be like him or whatever. But the whole thing is, everything that look good ain't good. You don't know what a person got to go through to get this and get that, to do this, to do that. Okay, and it's saying, he that getteth wisdom love his own soul. He that keepeth understanding shall find good. Now he telling you right here, wisdom is good. If you got wisdom, then you gonna do right. you gonna find something good in everything. If somebody come and tell you, oh, so-and-so did this, instead of talking about that person, you go like, okay, what can I do to go over there and help that person, make that person better, make that person feel better, lift that person's spirit. You know, sometimes God put you in peculiar situations where you do stupid stuff. Nobody ain't gonna understand it because it ain't for them to understand. You just simply do what God tell you to do. It might seem stupid to other people because they're with the prince of the world. They don't understand that. I mean, the prince know, the devil know, because he was an angel in heaven. He know every word God said. He know what God's commandments are. But he wanna seek and vow through the earth and see who he can devour. He don't care if it's baby, children, man, woman, boy, girl. He don't care. That's why you got so much stuff going on in this world, so people don't know what to believe. People don't know what to understand. That's why God tell you, you got to be wise. You got to have wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, then you're not going to make it in this world. You're not going to make it to heaven. You're not going to make it on Judgment Day. And I see why God wanted me to read this book here. I'm talking about me. Obedience. A false prophet shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. That means you will be taken away. You won't be thought of no more. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. You gonna go away. He's not gonna fool with you. He's not gonna tarry with you. And it say, the light is not seemly for a fool. The light means to light. You know, to okay, that sound good. That seem nice. You know. The light is not seemly for a fool. Now, when he say a fool, he mean that's the person that believes everything. It can be a lie, it can be the truth, it can be a lie and the truth. They just believe anything. And it's telling you, the light is not seemly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes. Now, much less for a servant to have rule over princes. Now, anybody know that a prince, nobody rules a prince. Nobody. Nobody. A prince is just a prince. They control everything. The discretion of a man deferred his anger. That means he put it away. And it is his glory to pass over a transgression. That means you put away your anger and you over here, you done repented, you getting right with God because you done find out that the way that you living ain't right, the things that you doing ain't right. So now you want a transgression and you want to you want to switch over from the prince of the world to God. Okay? And then it say the king's wrath is as of the roaring lion. Now anybody know the roaring of a lion is loud. And that's what a king's wrath do. He roars over his people. What he say, that's what gonna go. And if they don't do what he say do, then they gonna feel the wrath of him. That means he gonna do something harmful to them. He gonna punish them to let the other ones know, hey, this is what I will not tolerate. You gonna do what I say do. If you don't do what I say do, this is what gonna happen to you. That's what kings do. They make their own rules. They do what they want to do. They don't have no ruler. And you got the same one. You got kings on this earth too. They just don't have thrones. That's why they say you have people in high places. High places. Princes. Ruler. It say, but his favor is as dew upon the grass. But it say the king's wrath is as a roaring lion, but his favor is as dew upon grass. Now everybody know dew upon grass. It's not water. It's just mist. It's just misting that's done drip from the sky. It's just mist. It's just a little bit of drops of water. And it's upon the grass. It don't make it wet. It don't make it slushy. It just moisture. So that's what they saying in this right here. This king wrath it is as roaring of a lion. But he just wrath. Okay. Hey, you doing something you ain't got no business, you better stop. A foolish son is the calamity of his father. A foolish son is the calamity of his father. That means that the son is supposed to follow the father's footsteps. So whatever a foolish son do, then, oh, that's what his father must have did when he was younger. Or most of the time, the children do what they see the parents do. So if the son see the father doing something ungodly, then when he get old enough, that's what he gonna do. That's why I tell. That's why. I'm talking about myself, y'all. That's why I say it all the time. These men gotta be role models for these girls and these boys. Same thing about the mother. Your child do what they see you do, and whatever you instill in your child while that child is upbringing, then that's how that child gonna live his or her life when they get out into this world and on their own. And then you gonna wonder why your child acting this way, why your child is doing this, because that's what your child is seeing you do. Am I making sense? And the contentions of a wife are a continuous dropping. And I just got through saying that. And the same thing go for the wife. A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the contentions of a wife are a continual dropping. The continual dropping. Whatever the husband say, the wife say. Whatever the wife say, the husband say. It ain't no two things. And child come up, oh, can I do this? And the mama said, no, go ask dad. Dad said, yeah, that brings confusion. Now everybody arguing. And then that child sitting up there looking at both y'all like, y'all so stupid. Y'all so stupid. Y'all fall for anything. I mean, I'm talking about me. It doesn't happen in my life. I'm telling you. It doesn't happen to me. But then we have to come to agreement, okay, this person done hustled us. Got us all in our feeling over here. Is that okay? But anyway, got us all arguing over here over something that I didn't know what was going on, and I don't know what was asked to the dad, and the same thing vice versa. But after we sat down and we talked about it, we understood and found out the problem, what was going on, then we addressed that issue. And then once we addressed that issue, it didn't arrive no more. That settled that. And still to this day, we don't have no problem with that issue anymore. When you have a problem, you can't act foolish. You got to see what it is. You got to act like a parent. Because the Bible talks about a mother and a father. A mother and a father. Husband and wife. And then it goes on to talk about what trickle down to the children, what the children's responsibilities are. But if the husband and the wife ain't right, the household ain't going to be right, the children ain't going to be right, I don't care. I'm talking about me at this point. I can't control nobody else's life. I can't speak on nobody else's life, but I can speak on mine, and I can speak on what done happened in it. And like I said, these are just my documentaries. And everything, every video that I done did, everything, every book in the Bible that I done read, it been referred to sometime in my life. That's why I said people can't sympathize with me and say that they understand, because they don't, because they ain't lived my life. They might live a similar life to mine, but they haven't lived my life. So this is just my therapy. I don't know how nobody else do it. Okay, and then it say, house and riches are the inheritance of the fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. House and riches are inheritance of the fathers. Now he gave you all the tools you need to enrich your life and live good. And if you don't take that opportunity and use that gift that God gave you, then that's up to you. You can't blame nobody else but yourself, because you are your worst enemy. You can do more harm to yourself than anybody else can. I'm talking about me. And it say a prudent wife is from the Lord. That means that if you have a wife, your wife was sent to you for a reason. You can say whatever you want to. You can divorce your wife. You can go around and talk about your wife. You can cheat on your wife. But one thing about it, God done sent you a wife. And he clearly tells you that he despises a divorce. That's why he tell you, if you commit adultery, fornication, anything that causes your marriage to be in a divorce, a divorce decree, you will be punished. Because that's disobeying God's law. And he simply tells you that no ungodly deed will go unpunished. Just wait till Judgment Day. And nobody know the day and the hour that he gonna come. But wait on Judgment Day. Slothful casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. Slothful. That is slow again. Casteth into a deep sleep. Slothfulness. Cast into a deep sleep. And an idle soul shall suffer hunger. He's not saying that you're going to be hungry while you sleep. He's saying that when you get slothfulness, that's laziness. That means that you sleeping all the time. You can't get up and do nothing because you lazy, you sleeping, you're tired, you can't do this, you can't do that. Always got an excuse. And it say, an idle soul shall suffer hunger. You gotta watch what you feeding yourself. You gotta watch what you around, what you around. You gotta watch all that, because it's easy, very easy, to go into the lazy mode with all this stuff we got on this earth, in this world today, and they study inventing. It's making us more convenient to do nothing. More convenient to do nothing. And so, basically, you gonna work, you gonna eat. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, and he that despiseth his ways shall die. If you keep the commandment, then you keep your soul. But if you lose your soul, you gonna die, because you gonna start doing wickedness, evil stuff, everything you could think of, everything somebody doing that ain't right, you there, smoking, drinking, sniffing, or whatever you're doing. Maybe I shouldn't say that word, but anyway, doing the wrong things. Doing the wrong things. You know, and knowing you're doing the wrong things. But you don't, but you wanna overcome righteous with evil. You can't do that. You can't do that. He that had pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and that which he had given will he pay him again. He that have pity upon the poor leadeth unto the Lord, lendeth unto the Lord. Okay, here's this saying right here. If you have a homeless person, right? So happen this person will come to your house, want a sandwich, want some water, ain't ate in days, ain't took no bath. And that person, only thing he wants is something to eat, and something to eat and something to drink. If that person can get a little bit there and a little bit there, that person will be whole. And then sometimes if you well off in the situation, you can give them everything they need. And then and the Lord say, if you have pity upon the poor, then you lend unto him. That means whatever you just gave that poor person and provided for that poor person, that means God gonna give it back to you. Whatever you give it back in 1,000-fold. You can't hold your hand and you know that you can help somebody. It'll be a different thing if you say, well, I got it, but I got it for such and such, so I can't give it to you right now. Can you come back at such date, such time? Yeah, that's fine. But if you know you got it and then you don't, no. God is not pleased with that. He said when you give as a cheerful giver. He don't want you to give nothing and then turn around and talk about it and go over there and tell this person what you done did for that person. You can't get no blessing like that. You can't receive what God got for you if you that, because that's called gloating. You let God gloat for you. Whatever you do good, let God gloat. Give God all the glory. Because without him, nothing will be possible. And that which he had given will he pay him again. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I have done that throughout the year. And then people ask me why I'm so blessed. A lot of times things happen to me, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who doing it. I don't know why they doing it. But it's just being done. It ain't nothing I can do about it, because it's a process of what God got for me. So nobody can't make me know nothing that I don't know. And that I do know, I understand. But when God give you a blessing, you ain't gonna never understand where it's coming from. You ain't gonna never understand how you gonna get it. But you gonna get it. But you gonna get it. And you gonna get it when he wants you to have it. He's not gonna give it to you when you want it. I'm a witness to that. And it says, hear counsel and receive instructions, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. Hear counsel. That means here it is, some people. You hear me? I'm sitting here, I'm telling you everything and equipping you with everything you need to do what you need to do to be wise in thy latter end. He's sitting here telling you that he giving you all the instructions. He done gave you the commandments. He done gave you examples of Moses, Peter, all the apostles, rest of the apostles. He's showing you what he wants you to do through people that has done his good work and been a faithful servant. And then he using them to model people on this earth so they can be just like them. But like he said, it's going to be fruit chosen when he come back to get his people. Few. And a few ain't many. A few ain't a couple. A few ain't one. A few ain't three. A few. A few. And when he come back, he gonna raise the dead out of the graves. Everybody gonna be judged. People think when people die, they get put in that casket, get put in the ground, and that's it. Them souls gonna be raised right back up. So you ain't gonna get away with nothing. You just preserved. When you die and they put you in that ground, you preserved. You preserved for the Lord. Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. That means if you got a son doing something and you know your son doing something wrong, you better go chase him and let him know that you better straighten up. It ain't no time to be no friend. It ain't no time to be no whatever you call it. No, this is wrong. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this while you under me. But now when you get of age, then hey, you still can't do what you want to do. But I know once kids get grown, get out the household with the parents, some straight from the teaching or whatever. But if you instill it in them, the way, like I said, the way your child lives when your child is a child, when that child grows, get grown, them same values and morals should carry on. And it should carry on generation after generation, generation after generation. If the child is being taught correct. Now it say, chasten thy son while there is hope. While there is hope. While there is hope. Okay, you know your child going down the wrong path, so why you ain't saying nothing? I don't care if your child rebelled against you. That's part of the process. You got to stand up and you got to stand up firm and, hey, you got to let your seed know. No, this is not the right way to do. And if you got to, you go get that Bible and you show them the way that they should go. They might seem hard and tough and all that, but eventually that child gonna humble down. That child gonna humble down. But if the child ain't got no guidance, then the child gonna live and do whatever best in his interest. Because they gonna do what they think is right. But what they think is right might not be right. And majority of the time, children don't make good decisions. Children do not make good decisions. They make the best decisions because they think it's right at the time. But if you're not there as a mother and a father, specifically the father, because he's the head over everything, just like God is the head of all of us. We are the head of our kids. And that's something to think about. People better think about that instead of, I'm just going to let them do whatever they want to do. They don't mind no way. That ain't the way to do. If you just take a child and you just mold a child, it takes more than a day, more than a week. But you got to take that child and you got to mold it. You got to show that child what to do, how to do it, why he or she is doing it. That's all you got to do. Just don't be all jumping in. It's a process. It's a process. Okay. Now it say, a man of great wrath shall suffer punishment, for if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in latter days. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Now here the Bible is talking about devices. And guess what's being made today? Devices. And it said there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. The desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. The desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil.